If you are someone who just has no idea what to eat to achieve their body composition goals, maybe you've been scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, and just being so confused and overwhelmed with all the advice that you see online, then I feel you, because I once was you. I literally tried every diet under the sun, vegan, paleo, keto, cutting out carbs, no bread, you name it, I've tried it. And I always got stuck in the same cycle of losing weight and putting it back on. It wasn't until I started fueling my body properly for body recomposition, hitting my macros, eating enough calories and shifting through nutritional phases is exactly when I saw the results in my body. I literally went from this to this. So in this week's vlog, I'm going to be giving you a full what I eat in a day to give you some inspiration and to show you how to balance your meals so you can start fueling your body properly too. If you don't know, I am an exercise physiologist and sports nutritionist. My name is Laura and I'm on a 12-month mission to look better in my 30s than I did at 25. So let's get into the video. So as you saw, I just ate breakfast, and something that I always do around holidays like Christmas, Easter, is make sure that I eat the holiday food leading up to it, because otherwise I just find myself overindulging, overeating and feeling really gross in my body. So instead what I do is I always make sure, like right now, I'm having a hot cross bun every single morning for breakfast. It's satisfying, it's delicious, and it's just like giving me that sense of satisfaction and I don't feel restricted. So come Easter, I know that I won't be binging and overeating or indulging because I'm giving myself that little pocket of satisfaction every single day. It's 11 o'clock right now and I am going to start my meal prep. So first of all, I'm going to make a banana bread. I find myself that I'm always craving something sweet, either in the morning or in the afternoon. Like I'll have it as one of my daily snacks. And this time of year, it's almost Easter. So my strategy for like not binging chocolate is making sure that the snacks that I'm eating incorporate Easter chocolate. So in my banana bread today, I'm going to be putting in mini eggs. I'm also going to be trying this macro nut flavor, which I'm so excited about. It's the white chocolate pistachio Easter egg. So I feel like that's going to be yum. So literally all I do in a bowl is I put all my wet ingredients, mashed banana, coconut milk, maple syrup, and then make sure that that's all well combined. And then I put in my dry ingredients. Or wet ingredients. We've got vanilla extract and a little bit of vinegar. I find if I add just like a little bit of vinegar, it helps the bread rise a little bit more, activates the baking powder and the self-raising flour. So that's amazing. And then I'm just going to, protein powder goes in. I use protein powder just because it's just like nice to have a little bit of extra protein in my snack, so it's satiating. I get full from it. I did not eat enough protein yesterday and I just felt like I could keep eating. It's so crazy how much a difference it makes when you actually eat enough protein. I also measure out all my ingredients before I start baking, just makes it so much easier. I'm going to fold the flour in and this is making coffee. Sorry about that. The green has made it like interesting, but that's okay. Now, final touches are just going to be some mini eggs in eggles. Fold that in. So we celebrated my birthday on the weekend and it was so fun. We went out to a really nice Mexican restaurant. The food was like amazing. It was so delicious. Had spicy margaritas. We had jalapeno margaritas. They were so good. They were just like perfect amount of spice. Then we went to virtual reality and killed zombies. That was a vibe. Then we went home and played karaoke. It's literally my dream birthday. Then on Sunday we had F1 lunch. So every time there's an F1 race, my friends and I have a bit of a dinner party. Yesterday was lunch because it was in Melbourne, and we all have to bring a dish of where the race is from. And of course yesterday was Australia, so it was like perfect like hangover vibes food. But there was like meat pies, sausage rolls, cob loaf, Tim Tam slice, and it was just like iconic Australia. I also had chicken nuggets. Yeah, it was great. Definitely didn't eat enough protein, like I said, felt it, but you know, it's all about balance. So Wow, it's actually like green, which I was not expecting. We're going to have green banana bread. Okay, great. But it's about the taste that matters. I always say this about Indian food. Whatever food looks the worst, always tastes the best, in my humble opinion. Okay, so then a trick, what I also do to make it look aesthetic, makes it look we're in a cafe, is I cut a banana in half and then I just put it on top, like press it down and push it into the cake, and then like when it rises it like opens up and cracks open, and this is a vibe. So this is like so perfect because it's like a week of snacks more. Whoa, green banana bread. Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham, the vibe. Okay, now for meal prep lunches this week, we are making a cashew chicken stir fry. Normally I would do this with rice, but I'm going to do it with noodles just to mix it up a little bit. The first thing I do when I always meal prep is just weigh out all my ingredients of the recipe. I just use a scale because it's easy to make sure that I'm following the recipe. As you can see here, mess going on. But then I know once I'm finished, I can just divide it into 4 portions and I don't have to measure it. I can just guesstimate, but I know over the week that it's going to be fun. So, first measure out, then we're going to prep chop, and then we're going to cook it all together. I like to steam my broccoli florets because otherwise in the stir fry, they take like longer to cook than the chicken, and it's just nice to throw them in at the end, in the oven. So, chop them up, put them in a little steamer. 4 minutes for broccoli, 4 minutes. Cook it perfect every time. I like to do them in like mouth-sized pieces. Okay. Now with the sauce, I always like to mix it together before I cook. Stir fry it. So hoisin sauce, soy sauce, garlic. That's it. Then I am going to be using corn flour. Now I just got to chop the chicken in the done. I always use a new chopping board. I like to use a knife because it's the last thing that we're going to chop up. Always do it last. So then, no cross contamination. Nice big chunks of chicken. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. I'm not mad about eating this every day for lunch. I could eat this every day. 2 weeks, I reckon. I'm crazy. No joke. The time I just went off for my banana bread. So, maybe coming. Let's get it out of the oven. So meal prep for lunch and snacks are done. Now I'm actually going to go to the gym. It's 11:40, so I'm going to have a quick pre-workout. For pre-workout, I'm having granola. Quick carbs. Ideally, you want it to be quick carbs, low fiber. So I'm just going to go with some cereal. I'm going to put some coconut milk with it. Then I'm going to, ideally this is perfect 30 minutes before you work out. But it's not going to be that for me because we're not perfect over here. So I'm going to have this and then a workout and then come home, then eat lunch. Just need a bit of a break from standing here cooking. So yesterday I was supposed to train, but let's be real, I was hungover yesterday. So I've swapped my training days to today. I'm still not feeling 100%. I guess that's what happens when you are in your 30s. You know, bounce back as quickly. But anyway, I'm going to try and push as hard as I can. So crazy to think I've only got, 2 weeks left of this muscle building phase, which is crazy. I'm going to try and film when I'm in there. Depends how busy it is and how confident I feel, because today it's not it. I think I'm going to wear an oversized shirt because I just feel a bit blah. Anyway, as expected, after drinking multiple spicy margaritas on the weekend. Anyway, it was fun and it was worth it and I have no regrets. And reminded, this is what balance actually looks like. This is what consistency, actually looks like. Consistency is not perfect, but it's about having your it's about having self-trust to follow through and be adaptable when things don't go exactly to plan. So let's go work out. So I have the reverse lunges on the Smith machine. I don't want to do it. Anyway, putting my shoes on in the car. All right. I'm going to watch a vlog when I'm in there. So I'm just going to be focused. Because sometimes I try and do a little bit of work while I'm in there. And I just want to be so focused on my exercise. And then in my breaks, I'll watch the vlog. Focus on the exercise, watch the vlog. Don't get distracted by anything else. So I can really train with intention, feel the right muscles. Noise cancelling headphones, the vibe. Wearing CSB as always. Okay, so I got home from the gym and then I had my lunch and now I'm having a piece of banana bread. I didn't have my morning tea snack because I did brekkie, pre-workout, gym, lunch. Now I'm having a snack and then I'll have something a little bit later. It's so moist. The recipe's yum. I'm going to check back in with you when we're having afternoon tea. Now we're sorted for a week. And a bit over a week. That's 10 serves. Now I don't think about my snacks. Literally, meal prepping is life. Guys, that wraps up another video. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I love hearing your comments. It literally makes my day every time I see one. So please tell me what you want to see. Thanks for being here and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.